All right, we're live. All right, what is going on? We are live. I'm just checking that we are, in fact, live. We are fantastico. So right now, I just want to come on here real quick and talk to all of you lovely people. Do a super short training. It's probably going to be about 10, 15 minutes tops. Not long at all. Oh my goodness. And if you're on here live, go ahead and drop that hashtag live. And if you're on the replay, give it a hashtag replay. And that'll be fantastical, fantastic. So what I'm going to talk about is something that's very dear and near to my heart, something that I learned from one of my mentors, one of my coaches, and that is Brad Newman. He's amazing, fantastic. Look him up. He's got a very awesome Facebook group, and you can check that out too. But he taught me this concept of earning power. It's the power of your earning. And it is something that a lot of people talk about, they allude to it, but they don't necessarily talk about what it is. What is earning power? Okay. What is this thing, right? It's like you got to tap into your earning power so you can earn more money, something like that. It's very ethereal, right? But so I wanted to break it down, and this is how Brad defines earning power. And first thing, we got to define power, okay? So how we're defining power right here is it's basically the velocity or the speed at which you're able to bring ideas into reality, make things happen in the real world, right? And in order to do that, in order to really vibe with that, when we're combining it with earning, we got the power, which is the speed or velocity at which we turn thoughts into reality. And then we have earning. So earning power is bringing the speed at which we can basically turn thoughts of earning, thoughts of making revenue, making sales, and turn that into actual sales. Okay. And in order to tap into your earning power, earning power is it's kind of a vibration of sorts. And I don't want to get woo-woo on you at all, but if you've ever been in a sales position or really anything at all that you're trying to accomplish, you're trying to do something, but then maybe you get into like a flow, right? And then all of a sudden you close one deal and then you're on a streak, right? And then you close another deal and another deal. And all of a sudden you're like in this momentum train of just having this like sales energy or this earning power, right? And partially where that comes from, number one, is confidence. You're bringing that confident energy into it, but you also have a lot of clarity, and clarity creates prosperity. And so what I want to talk to you about, not just like this concept of earning power, but how to actually tap into it for yourself. And whether that's for the sales role that you're in currently, or if that's for you're like trying to get a gig, right? And in order to do that, I'm going to teach you guys the pipeline exercise, and it's super duper simple. But what it does is allows you as the entrepreneur, as the salesperson, whatever you're up to take complete control and really tap into your power and give you a ton of clarity around who you're going to talk to and how you're going to talk to them, right? And so the whole concept is that sales is a daily activity, right? Sales doesn't happen in a vacuum, or it doesn't happen how should I say this? Sales in this context is a daily activity, right? You like even if you're growing a pipeline, which all of you should be, you're not able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, if you're growing a pipeline, that's amazing, and your pipeline is already full. Like you already have everyone that you need to know inside of your pipeline. And so the pipeline exercise helps you tap into that group of people that you actually already have been building up, right? So this is really when you're feeling like you're in a slump, or you're feeling like you just like you need to close some deals. Like you need to serve some people, you need to enroll some people. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a sheet of paper, or you can do it in Excel, but I would take a sheet of paper. And at the very top of it, you're going to write out your number one goal. Your number one goal for that day. What is the amount of money, amount of revenue that you want to close, that you want to have someone enroll into that day? Write that out. Perfect. Have you written it out yet? If you've written it out, drop a comment below. If you haven't written it out, write it out. Take action right now, in this moment. Now's the time. The second piece is right below that. You're going to start writing people's names. Okay. You're going to write anyone that's in your pipeline that's online or engaged or ready to go. Okay. Someone you've been talking to, maybe you haven't been talking to them a bunch, but you just want to start writing out their names. And next to each person's name, you're going to write the value of that deal, or the value that you believe that you could potentially enroll that person into if they were to enroll, right? If that was the right decision for them to work with you or to work with the company that you're working for. So you got daily target at the very top, monetary dollars. Then you have first and last name. And then you have the amount that that deal might be valued at, okay? Then you're going to write out 50 people, right? You're going to fill it up. You're going to fill up your pipeline. You're going to write out every single line so that's full and vibrant. And then next to each person as you go, you write the total value that you think that you might be able to enroll that person into. Then once you've written out 50 people and those 50 values, what you're going to do is you're going to calculate the total amount, the total number of all those people, and that's your pipeline. That's the value of your pipeline. And if you're doing this properly, it's probably going to be pretty large. It's probably going to be at least $10,000, if not more, if not $50,000, right? And then in this way, you're tapping into this abundance because you're like, oh, I have all these people in my pipeline, all these people ready to get started, all these people ready to rock and roll. And then what we're trying to do is we're trying to play a game of 2%, right? Because we just want to get maybe one person out of those 50 people to enroll into something, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to then take everyone that's in that list and you're going to go through their names and you're going to categorize them 1, 2, or 3. Now, 1 is someone that's like really hot, really ready to go, and is going to get back to you quick. Number 2, if you're labeling that number 2, is if they're going to get back to you, they might get back to you in a few days, but they're a little less warm. And then 3 is like maybe you've had 1 or 2 touches with them, but they're probably not that warm. Okay. Once you've done that, you're gonna imagine moving all of the 1s all the way up to the top, move all the 2s right below that, and then move all the 3s below that. And then you're gonna ask yourself this question: who is the most important person that I can talk to in my 1s in my ready to goes, in my going to get back to me todays, who I can either schedule an appointment with, who I can send an enrollment form, who could be possibly ready to go if I have a really great conversation with them today. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start reaching out to those people. If you have them on Facebook Messenger, you're going to reach out to them. You're going to send them a voice message. You're going to give them a voice call. You're going to give them a video call. If you have their cell phone, you're going to call them. If you have your email, you're going to email them. You're going to start reaching out to them, checking in where they're at, how you can serve them. And yeah, that's what you're going to do. And that's the pipeline exercise. So again, I said it's super simple. It's pretty straightforward. I'll explain it again. Goal at the top, followed by your monetary goal for the day, your daily target that day, followed by name and then value of the deal. Name, value of the deal. Name, value of the deal. And you're going to do that for 50 people, 50 real people. Then you're going to total up all the values. And that's going to be your pipeline value. You're going to see how much abundance, how much opportunity that you have in your life, in your business, in your pipeline. Then you're going to categorize 1, 2, or 3. And then you're going to start reaching out to everyone, particularly that number one person who you think you can really make a huge impact on and move across the finish line to help them make a really great decision for themselves. So I said I was going to keep this pretty brief, and I think I will, especially because I don't know how many people are on here. If you're on here on the replay, go ahead, #replay. If you're on here right now, drop a question. And right below this, I'm going to actually include a document, I think. Let's see here. I'm going to include a little doc for basically how to do it. A little Google sheet that you can use, Google template. And let's see, what else? That's it. That's all I got for you guys today. But this is the time. And if you're watching this on a replay, so glad that you're there watching this. And in the high ticket sales and Facebook group, these trainings are going to happen every Friday. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be either me or it's going to be Larry. And then we're working on getting some totally awesome sales professionals into the group to interview as well, so that you guys can get all that value as well. So hope you enjoyed this. Again, I said it would be pretty short, but it's here. All right.